Whether it's a balmy beach in some tropical paradise or the comfort of working from PJs at home, online jobs are a thing right now. The COVID-19 pandemic certainly put this type of career on demand, but in the post-pandemic world, will online jobs become a thing of the past, in line for a more traditional office-centric future? Well, stick around and we'll look at some objective data to analyze the future of online jobs. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm CH Morgan, your digital workspace guide to a better life. And I want to share with you a little bit of my background so you can get to know me a little bit more. I'm a medical doctor with over 10 years of experience in clinical medicine, and that's my formal training. But what you might not know is that I've worked online since I was 18 years old. Practically since I first laid my hands on a computer, I've been working online since then. I'm 37 right now, so you may do the math. And you'll see that I have extensive experience on working online. When was my first job online, you might ask? Well, I was a translator. I did some freelance translating for several ONGs, mostly personal mail between sponsors and sponsored children, and this way I stepped my first foot in the doorway to a digital workspace in a digital age. I've also done some essay writing, as I explained on my last video, and several other jobs online. There were not high-paying jobs, to say the least, or to be honest, but the experience I earned doing these jobs has been valuable for me in many ways throughout my career. I'm currently working as an emergency doctor, as an ER doctor, and moonlighting as a medical scribe, and I have also started my own company in the healthcare consulting industry, and I'll talk more about that in my next video, so don't miss any of my further posts. But that's a topic for another video. Today, we'll discuss the future of online work and 5 things you should know to prepare yourself for the years to come and in this online environment. In the immensity of the online world, I found an interesting article that I would like to show you right now. This is by Janelle Watson, and it was written on February 2024. And it analyzes the future of remote work and makes 9 predictions for 2024 and beyond that I would like to discuss with you today. I'll bring you the article up right now. So let's discuss this a little bit. So you can see the first thing is businesses will focus less on relocation. And what this means, essentially, you can read the whole article. I'll leave the link down in the description below. What this essentially means is a reduction in cost for the employee and the employers, as you really only need a computer and a strong internet connection to be an online worker. Sure, there may be other things to consider, but essentially you don't need to work in the state where the job is necessarily, or in the country even that the job is necessarily. I myself am not working out of the country I work for or the companies I work for currently, but I can tell you that you can work from home. You can have a career online if you want it, if you are willing to put in the work. But in the future, according to Ms. Janet, businesses will focus less on relocation, and this essentially means that you'll have the liberty to work from anywhere in the world, and this is something we've seen already. Number 2, more full-time workers will want the flexibility to work remotely. And this basically goes into the realm of possibilities, right? Who wouldn't like to work from their PJs, as I said at the beginning? Who wouldn't like to avoid traffic? I know we would all like to spend less on gas and in our cars and enjoy more of life and enjoy more of our families. So as online work evolves, more people will want this freedom for themselves. Okay, moving on, number 3, productivity will remain high. Some studies show remote workers are more productive than their present or in-office counterparts. And this is somewhat skewed because, yeah, there are studies that show this. There are studies that show that productivity increases when you work from home, but as some studies show, that's not always the case. Number 4, the future of work is not totally remote, and I agree with her. On this point, I don't think We will have a fully online world. It's not a dystopia. And we will have to go into the office at a certain point in our lives. Number 5, HR teams will need to plan for localizing benefits, and this is true. Most benefits are for within a certain state, a certain country, but don't extrapolate to other countries. And this is a challenge for HR to share the benefits that present companies or in-office companies have with their online counterparts. Number 6, proximity bias will become an ongoing challenge. And this refers to people or managers preferring people that work in office to people that work from home. And you can already see that if you've been working online during the pandemic. Certain opinions from your managers or your superiors are that the people that work in the office are more productive. And as we've seen, that's not always the case, but there's some challenges there with the proximity bias that we will have to overcome in the future. Number 7, solving for in-person connections will become a priority because we are humans. We need human connection. We need the human touch. We need to hear each other's voices from up close. It's not the same. Online working creates some sort of alienation. I mean, you can sometimes feel like you're just a machine working. And number 8, businesses will start building international hubs. Because like me, and like many of you that are maybe viewing this video today, you are highly qualified and competent workforce. You are a star. There's somebody looking for you right now. And you can take that to the bank, as I say it, because you've been training, you have a career, and that's valuable for certain companies, for certain countries. And there are people looking for you. Number 9, more businesses will go global. And I completely share this opinion with her. More businesses will likely build international, as the number 8 says, international hubs. What this essentially means is that there will be more job opportunities for people all over the world, but you have to be ready for it. And that's the important thing you should take away from this. What is the main takeaway that we can extrapolate from this article? Well, here are 5 things I think you should consider investing on and preparing yourself for the future of online work. Number 1, skills and trades. A conventional career will always be desirable, but with a conventional career, there are many unseen career opportunities, so you should keep your eye out for some of these that we'll need in the future, for it. Number 2, know what is asked of you. If you know the demand, you can supply that demand, and in that way you're assured success. I mean, if you're a qualified worker anywhere in the world, if there's a demand for you and you are the supplier, well then guess what happens? Supply and demand. If there's enough of a demand for your services, you will always have work. Number 3, educate yourself. It sounds simple, it sounds funny, but you need to educate yourself. It's never too late to learn. Number 4, keep your finger on the pulse. What pulse? Well, technologies. The world is a different place in the post-pandemic age. This is greatly due to technological advances. AI, for example. So always keep your finger on the tech pulse because it changes so rapidly that you need to adapt with it. Number 5, work with passion, not out of necessity. I know we all have our basic needs. I know we have to provide for our families. I know we all want that new car and that great new cell phone, but work from passion, not from need. Because if you work from need, you'll be a slave. But if you work from passion, then you'll always have work, but you will be free to work. Hope you have enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed talking this topic with you today. And I would ask you to please like and subscribe so you don't miss our other upcoming videos and the last videos we've done. I hope you have a wonderful day, and remember, it's never too late to start.